we applied for a grant through the Community Foundation of the Ozarks called Growth in the Rural Ozark. We were fortunate enough to be chosen to receive that grant. Really what it meant for our community was a coming together. So it sort of gave the excuse for everyone to get in one room and talk about what is good about our community and what are some things we can work on together to improve.
In Dallas County, it was interesting before we had GRO that the city, the county, and the school district were all doing their own things. And one of the things that GRO has done for us is give us all three, as well as community businesses, community members, given us all a common focus so we can work forward together with goals that we can achieve holistically as a community, not individually, whether that be as a school district, a city, or a county. And that's one of the things that's been so essential for us in being as functional as we've been through GRO, is giving us a common focus. The first major project that we identified through GRO was building a new career and technical center for the Dallas County R1 school district. Even though the project itself is district specific, the function of the project actually helps out the entire community. One of the things we recognize in Dallas County is the need for skilled labor and skilled trades. It is the backbone of this blue collar community, and it's one of the things that we know we need to have to be able to be successful and to be able to bring businesses in. Because one of the things we know that businesses look for is how many trained possible employees do you have in your area. Through GRO, we were able to establish a slogan, a motto for the community, which is Believe in Buffalo. If you drive through Buffalo, you'll see signs at businesses, you'll see billboards south of town that state Believe in Buffalo, because one of the things we needed to do was believe in ourselves and all be on the same page. And as we did that, we could then start promoting our ballot issue, which passed last April by 59%. And one of the pieces that made it so successful was everybody having the exact same message everywhere they went, to the extreme that the mayor at a city council meeting actually showed my information on our ballot issue and why we needed it, what it would cost, and the city itself was in support of our own ballot issue. I do not think without the support of the city, the county, and the community through GRO, we would have been able to pass that ballot issue, and our students wouldn't be able to have skilled training in the future. The reason I say that is our building was not going to be able to sustain us 10 years down the road, 15 years down the road, because the facility itself was just dilapidated and is just too old. We'll break ground on our new building on our high school campus this next spring, so hopefully in April of 2020. By August of 2021, we hope to open that new building attached to the west side of our high school. And the lasting effect that building will have isn't the next 12 to 24 months, it's the next 15 to 20 to 30 years. As we have a state-of-the-art facility and we're able to train more of our students and adults in skilled trades, I think what you'll see is Buffalo and Dallas County have an increase in the amount of jobs that are available here, as well as the amount of businesses that are here.
I see this initiative making a long-term impact in our community because it has shown why it is important to have a strategic plan for a community to know where they have been, but also more importantly where we want to go.
Welcome to Project Rise. We are delighted that you're interested in this program. It is a rural program that meets people where they are. So we have people who are living paycheck to paycheck and they need to get some help as they work on how to build a secure financial foundation. One of our people is Brandy. Brandy, could you tell us a little bit about your experience?
Yes. Okay, so September a year ago, I started out and my credit score was a 523. And over the past year, I've paid off a significant amount of outstanding debt and also have managed to get a loan, and which brings my credit score up to a 633 now. And I've also moved further up in my job over this year.
And you've earned extra income,
Yes.
right? And would you give Project Rise credit for a piece of that? Would you have done it without us?
I would. The accountability part, like, it's nice having friends and people to run things by whenever you may second guess yourself.
Excellent, excellent. I think community is one of the things that Project Rise also stresses. How do we share in community with people that are also wanting to grow and to be better, to set goals and to move forward? Stephanie has another good example. Would you tell us a little bit about why you joined Project Rise?
Sure. I started because I was trying to get a budget. I tried multiple different ways and it just never seemed to work. So the program helped me to realize that not only was I doing the budget right, but that I did need to live the budget. That was a big, big part of it. Since then, my bills are paid on time. I actually really got serious about 4 months into the program when I got my tax income check. And that's where I started paying off a lot of
That's excellent.
debt, so.
That's a real success story. We look at what do we do with the money that we do have. And one of the people in the early class said to me, well, you mean budget's not a bad thing, right? I said, right, budget's not a bad thing. It's you telling your money where you want it to go. We have a new class that started. This class that we talked to here started a year ago, hitting year mark, and now we have a second class starting. So, Heather, if you wouldn't mind to tell us a little bit about why you started with the program.
Sure. I started the program because I want to learn how to pay my bills on time. I have a tendency of throwing them off until I get shut off notice, which affects your credit. And I want to learn as much as I can through everything, and so I can pass it on to my daughter.
And that's a giant piece. We want everyone to recognize this isn't just about one person sitting in this class. It's about them as a couple, and it's about their children seeing them change their habits and moving in different ways.
I had heard about the Strawberry House because I'd been looking for a place around Monette for about a year. I had grown up in Monette and thought, well, I'll move back to Monette. And then one day my daughter, who lives near Wentworth, called me and said, Mom, I found the place you need. So I got a ticket and flew up here on a Friday. We went through the places, walked around, and I looked at her and said, this is it. The Strawberry House is mine. So we bought it. Sarcoxie is a great community because there are a lot of friendly people, and of course, me with the architecture, I love all the older homes, and so many of them are being left to go to disrepair. And my daughter and I are doing a flip company, and we want to do one house at a time to fix them up and to resell them.
Welcome to Sarcoxie's historic square and downtown area. In 2018, the city, through the core team, partnered with the Downtown Revitalization Committee, Park Board, and local veterans to work on significant improvements to the downtown area. The Downtown Revitalization Committee took on the challenge of helping to make incremental improvement to every building on the square. For most buildings, it was assisting with front facade painting and light repairs. As at the time of this filming, we have been successful with helping improve or securing firm commitments to improve all but one building in the downtown area. The Park Board focused on the park area by installing a new watering system, burying electrical lines, adding a new digital sign, and renovating the gazebo. The local veterans raised money and constructed a new Veterans Memorial. We expect to complete the front facade renovations by the end of the year and have additional improvements scheduled for completion in the first quarter of 2020. Welcome to Sarcoxie, Missouri, working to be the best hometown.
Vision 2020 is a campaign, or it's an initiative that includes multiple projects that are going to come to completion in or around the year 2020. One of the projects that's created a lot of excitement in our city is the revitalization of our city square. You can't help but notice today the landscaping improvements that have taken place, but that's only phase one. Phase two, we're going to remove all of the sidewalks and replace them with new sidewalks. We'll move all of our overhead wires underground, and we're going to pull in vintage lighting. After that, we're going to replace all of the streets on our city square, and also in the process is moving a city presence up here. So this building behind me is going to be the new city hall for Marshfield. In 2013, a community action group took on the task of developing a vision for a new city pool. With the city on board and the community as a whole, we created the funding in order to build that pool right here where I'm standing. And this entire 40 acres will be a recreational area for the city of Marshfield. The city of Marshfield is moving forward a $4.7 million project to rehab our entire water service. Part of that project is expanding the services out to the new areas of growth that are going to be serviced by a new interchange that we expect to complete in or around the year 2020. By far, the most exciting thing going on in the city of Marshfield is the construction of a new interchange off of Interstate 44. This has been a 40-year effort by our community, and today its success is because of our state leaders, our county leaders, our city leaders, and our entire community coming together behind the idea that if we work together, we can do anything.